I'm back, and oh my motherfucking god! I know y'all heard about the world's fairs, right? Y'all know that's the big thing when it comes to Tartaria and or whatever you want to call it. Everybody heard about the big fair in St. Louis. Everybody heard about the big fair in Philadelphia. You know, but everybody always, I never really heard anybody even really mention the one that was in Detroit. You know, everybody only talks about the most popular ones, like the one in Chicago and St. Louis and Philly, New York, or the major ones. They got the good pictures and shit. Well, this one, I did a little bit of digging. I ain't no Einstein, but I know my way around this damn computer a little bit. Let's talk about the Detroit's World Fair. 1889, the Forgotten World's Fair. Let's see what this list shit say. If you're a regular reader of the blog, you know me. So you can imagine how I felt when, while reading a letter to William Minor from his sister Jottie Mitchell, I encountered a reference to the Exposition in Detroit that she was planning to visit. A fair that I never heard of. I was already doing some research on the Forgotten Fair, the Philadelphia Fair, the Detroit International Exposition and Fair of 1889 turns out to be a really interesting example of pre-1893 World's Fair, an example of how big events can almost be completely forgotten. Let me tell you about it. In 1889, Detroit was still a decade away from opening its first automobile factory. Power tools just came around in 1896. Throw that in there. And boasted a diverse manufacturing company producing shoes, yada yada yada, a whole bunch of dumb shit. Located on the Detroit River, which connects the Great Lakes, St. Lawrence Seaways, it's a major port. We know this. Michigan also is predominantly an agricultural state, and the organizer of the fair knew that. The idea of the Detroit Fair was much discussion of years, yada yada yada. Anyways, let's get to the good shit. First of all, y'all know the deal with the fair. They say they built this shit. Okay? Just for the fair. There was nothing here. They say they purchased farmland and built this. No, abandoned marshland. That's what it says. I'm sorry. Let's see. The corporation purchased 72 acres of vacant land. So they saying it was nothing there. At the point where Detroit and Rouge Rivers meet, workers were about to drain the marshes, lay railroad tracks, and build docks for excursion boats. Local architect Lewis Camper designed a massive 200,000 square foot exhibit hall with an observation tower. Okay, this what he built. This is what he built, y'all. This was abandoned land. It was just trees in the wilderness. That's what they want us to think. America was just trees and wilderness and Indians walking around with goddamn loincloths covering up their nutsack. And the ladies walking around with their titties out. That's what they want us to think. Okay. Won't fool me. Yeah, won't fool me. 200,000 square foot exhibit hall with an observation tower from which, as a writer from the Harper's Weekly put it, may be seen a panorama worth an hour's study. To the left was the city, teamed over with the smoke of industry, and to the right was the green fields of Canada. They want us to think the same thing about Canada. Oh, wasn't nothing up there. It's just cold. Nothing but snow, trees, and moose. That's the only thing that was up there. Okay. Let's see. On the rivers, barges, schooners, steamships continually pass, while all on shore, the giant elevators and the prosaic warehouses give strong contrast to the dim beauty of Belle Isle and the farther stretches of river and woodland and the drifting sails of commerce. They used to be writing back in the day, boy. The dim beauty of Belle Isle and the farther stretches of river and woodland and the drifting sails of commerce. The fairgrounds and its surroundings united the natural world and the man-made world in a way that was particularly satisfying to the 19th century Americans. That's how they tried to build River Rouge Park. Nah, it's just a big fucking ghetto shit show. The exposition opened on September 17, 1889, 100 years before I was born. Although the day was raining, many exhibits were still incomplete. Yeah, because it was a building that they found, motherfucker. The fair promised to be a success. There was so much to see. The Harper's contributor. Only a professional pedestrian could hope to see it all in a day. AKA, only a rich motherfucker with no job and plenty of money. In addition to the mechanical and agricultural exhibits, there were other wonders to behold. A house made entirely of soap. Wow! So you build a 200,000 square foot structure like this. You build this for the soap cottage. Oh my God, is this it? Is this the soap cottage? You inheritors, dog. Y'all is full of shit. Look at this. Oh my God. House made entirely of soap. A small Statue of Liberty. Professor Woodward's trained seals. AKA seals being held hostage, goddammit. Free the seals. A pig who could play cards. I know plenty of police officers that could play cards. That was a joke. I don't know no police. There were games of baseball and lacrosse, horse racing, yachting competitions in the Detroit River. Okay. The Detroit Fair combined educational exhibits of art and technology with sideshow attractions in a way that future fairs would not. By the time the fair closed and the 200,000 square foot structure that they found and lied to say somebody built, it had produced a tidy profit of $5 for investors. 5,000. It would run again for 3 more years, but in 1895, here we go. The land was sold. They said, hey, fuck that fair, fuck that building, and fuck the old world. The Solvay Process Company, which tore down the exhibition buildings and began mining for salt. It began mining for some salt to raise you motherfuckers' blood pressure. The former site of the fair, according to Detroit historian Richard Beck, is now a toxic landscape of smokestacks and blown out houses with the bleakest future of any neighborhood in the city. Oh, and I did the research and I found out exactly where it's at. Zug Island. This is where the fair was at. Because if you go this way, towards this way of Zug Island, that would be like, I think like Delray, Southwest Detroit. And that's the rundown part he was talking about. Look at that. I think this is literally the exact fucking location. Remember you say the barges ride by? This water, baby. That water. This is it. Now let's go back to the. Watch this. Tell me that's not it, y'all. Tell me that's not the same exact motherfucking location. And where was who painted this? How did he get up that high back then? What motherfucking crane was you on, big fella? Harper Week from the Harper's Weekly. What type of equipment y'all had? Because the crane just came out in 1896. Oh, this 1889. What no crane? Oh, so y'all built this building right here. One. That's the main building. Look, boom, boom, boom. This whole big ass building. First of all, it look like a castle. Okay? This looks like a castle. And these look like the supporting structures for the palace. It's the palace. Obviously. Right here on the river. A strategic location. That's why they got star forts on the river. Strategic locations. Because those are palaces. You know what a palace is? Look it up. You got Google. You got the internet. This is Zug Island, y'all. Look up Zug Island. And this shit is literally, it's so toxic. I wouldn't be surprised if this shit just fell down to the bottom of the goddamn water. Disgusting. The lies you motherfuckers have told us is disgusting. By the time the fair closed, this was an outcome that the city residents and visitors of the fair probably never would have imagined. In '89, they had every reason to believe that Detroit, along with the rest of the nation, could look ahead to boundless optimism. Oh, yeah, y'all shit. Y'all stories don't add up. So why has the exposition been forgotten? This is why. They don't want nobody to remember this. Because they'd be like, damn, how was this built in 1890, 1880? How? With what? With slave labor? Unskilled, untrained slave labor built this shit? No. Come on, man. This is next level shit, man. Look at this. I see a little skyline back there. It might be downtown Detroit. Gotta be. Anyways, they wanted to make it look like ain't shit in Canada. Oh, ain't nothing over there. What you looking over there for? Ain't nothing over there in Canada. Yeah. This motherfucker. Yes, black was the style, huh? Y'all ain't had no other colors. You ain't fooling nobody no more. You ain't fooling nobody no more. The Detroit Exposition is now Zug Island. Toxic Island. Toxic Island. Don't nothing good come from that island. All roads lead to Delray. Sources. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, can't find the server. I ain't shocked. A fair to remember. Richard Back. Let's type in Richard Back. Richard Bach. Richard Bach, Detroit Fair. Dates: August 17, 1889. Come on, man. Oh, come on, man. We can't get no more information with your ball. With the Lions discriminating, who cares? What happened in Detroit in 1899? Detroit's first skyscraper, the 10-story Hammond building, is completed. It is demolished in 56 because people might find out that they lied. Detroit population reached 205. Voted a large part of the August 17 issue to the fair 1 month later. Engraving my friends in the caption, general view of the buildings and grounds. The main building was designed by Louis Capper in style that recalls great European palaces and was predominantly placed at the center axis of the engraving. Yeah, I'll be back. These motherfuckers. Detroit's World Fair. Boy, oh boy.